Welcome. Hi, it is Thursday. What's today's date? October 13th. I almost forgot. Well, it is dark outside and we are building sister up. I'm Carlita, that's Kalani and Moya, and we all three make up Build a Sister Up for our 10-minute topic. Couldn't say it. For our 10-minute topic. We're happy you joined us, so let's get into it.
The 10-minute topic of tonight is, what age should you allow your teen to date? And I guess I can go first. My teen is looking at me like, because he's 15 years old. So I would say 15 15 is a good age, especially if they're doing well in school. Then I would say, and I don't even want to really pin it as dating. I just want to say that it's just them hanging out and being friends, because at that age, do you really know how to date? You shouldn't. So at 15, I will allow him to explore having friends of the opposite sex. And that's what that is. Exploring having friends of the opposite sex. That's what I will go ahead and coin that.
Yeah, I'm partially in agreement with you. There was this exact topic on, a topic on a website that I read. And the women were saying, I guess some, like, what are they, Generation Zers? Maybe some of them have some like socially awkward skills when it comes to life now, because technology takes over and people interact on the internet as opposed to in person, like, back in the day. So some people have problems, like the earlier 20-year-olds, they kind of have problems with the opposite, person they want to date. And I guess they blame it, some of the women were blaming it on their parents not allowing them to date. And some of the women were saying, you should allow your girls to date while they're in high school so they won't have problems when they're older. So I'm gonna say that's silly. If you're just socially awkward, you're just socially awkward. You don't have to date when you're in high school to know how to interact with people when you're like 18, 19. I think you can focus on school and other things that are fun, and you're still finding yourself out. You don't have to go through heartbreak young to know that, to know how to handle it when you're older. You don't have to do that. You can just experience it when you're older. But I think that I agree with Moya when she does say I wouldn't coin it dating. I would coin it as having friends, and your parents can let you have friends of all types of backgrounds, so you don't be socially awkward if you want to later on enter into a romantic relationship. So I say the oldest is 19 when they get in college, 18, 19 when they get in college, because I don't want to push or force people to believe, or force young kids to believe they have to be romantically involved with people. They just don't. There's time. You have time to be romantically involved in the future. When you're young, you should focus on building your life. Like, what type of life do you want to live? What type of, do you want to go to the military? Do you want to go to college? Do you think you just want to work? You still have to find out who you are, rather than, trying to look into someone else romantically. So I think that they should just be kids and have fun, and hang out with members of the opposite sex. That's fine. But I wouldn't push them towards dating, because I just don't see the point.
Interesting question. And it's interesting also that you said the same topic was on another website. Interesting. Because now I would say, teens start liking people. I don't know. I can just go by myself. I think
Sometimes boys and girls start liking each other at the age of 5. You know what I mean? They play around. Yeah. This my husband, this my boyfriend at the age of 5.
And we played that. I played that, when I was young. So what age would I say? That's a hard one. I mean,
just say an age.
What grade is 9th grade?
9th? No, but the 13. Age is probably 14.
Yeah,
or
13,
something like
14.
that.
I mean, it sounds better when you say the grade instead of the age. For some reason, ninth grade sounds better than saying 13. To
What
me,
if you like
13 is
7 in the 9th grade though?
huh? Oh, because he's very wise, smart
Yeah,
child.
we get pushed
No,
up some grades.
no,
Right.
no. I mean, age-wise, I would say I want you to be like 18, I guess. 18, well, I would say 18, but then I'm gonna go based off of me. I was dating when I was in the 9th grade, but get this, now actually 7th grade. Let me go back. I was dating people in 7th grade, okay? I
Wow.
was
Did
now
your
how
mom
old-
allow that?
No.
See, I don't really consider it dating if
Yeah, I
you're,
don't think you went out on a date.
yeah, I just think it's
No.
just, again, exploring friends of the opposite sex.
Okay.
That's what I think.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I don't want
That's what
to,
I think too.
I don't want to coin it as dating because you can't really date. You don't have a job. You don't have the means, so you can't really date. Now having friends, that's fine. Go ahead and have friends of the opposite sex. That's all it is. That's all it
Right.
is. Because don't be taking nothing
Well,
serious.
See, when I was in school, 7th grade, stuff like that, true enough, and then you have to ask yourself, what's considered dating at that age that you all said? That's another question too. But when I was in the 7th grade, dating to me was talking to you on the phone. Talking to you on the phone, telling you, hey, we go together. Will you go with me? Yes or no? That's my boyfriend. We were dating. So that started 7th grade. Now, if you kiss somebody, I'm talking about me and, my age. Now, if you kiss somebody in 7th grade, that's like, ew, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. That's what I was doing. My dating people that I consider dating in 7th grade was talking to you on the phone, sneaking on the phone, talking to you. Because that's when we didn't have cell phones. We had, the house phone, and your mother was asleep, and you waited till she was asleep, and you're like, hey, what you doing? And so we talked on the phone all night. So to me, that's one thing kids don't have now because they do have the cell phones. So that little dating piece or courting, I guess that's what you would call it, that's eliminated. So that's my take on dating. Dating in 7th grade is just talking to the person on the phone. Dating in 8th grade, to me, in my eyes, the way I would look at it, if my daughter was or son, is talking on the phone. 9th grade, talking on the phone. But if you say, hey, mom, me and such and such want to go to a movie, or me and such want to go to eat, I will take you and then bring you home. So I guess that's like a date. But far as you hanging out over here down in the basement, I'm upstairs and y'all watching TV together, that ain't gonna happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
I need to be around.
Even at the movies, if I'm going to the movies, I'm inside that same movie theater. I'm not saying y'all go ahead, sit here, and then I'll go off. I'll be back, pick y'all up. I'm right in that same facility, that movie theater.
You say that, now that I think about when I was in the 10th grade, because I think I had dates and stuff like that, and they had cars. I would go places, I would go places with them. 10th, I think 10th and 11th. 10th, 11th, 12th. And my mother, she would know the guys, stuff like that. I guess it was only one. I don't remember. But anyway, 12th grade was like, sure. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you, ladies. I'm definitely all for marriage, especially in the the Black community. I want to definitely push marriage. I want more marriages. And I want marriage for myself and lots of my friends and family. I definitely am for that. But I don't want to push our young kids, like our teens that are below like 18. I don't want to like push sexualization into their head. Like they just don't, there's no need for that. You know, they can explore when they're older, when they're out my house and in college. But I'm going to prepare them, definitely going to prepare them for the world. I'm going to prepare them for dating and for what comes along with dating and what comes along with relationships. I'm going to tell them, I don't want them to feel like they can't tell me anything. I want them to be completely open and honest, but I don't want to push them into romanticization or sexualization for whatever reason. Like that's, if you want like kids that are not socially awkward, and even if they are socially awkward, so what? But you don't want to say that they're socially awkward because they couldn't date date when they were like 15. So, and you can learn not to be weird with a member of the opposite sex when you're like 20 too. Or it just might not be the right person that you've ever found to make you feel accepted with your social awkwardness. So yeah, I just don't want to push my children to be sexualized at such a young age. Or I really don't want to push them to be sexualized at all, ever. But definitely not under 18 because they're minors and they should just be having fun and being kids. But I'm definitely going to keep the door open for friendships of all people.
Right.
Yeah. I guess we're in agreement with this one. James said, "Hey family, how you doing, James? Thanks for shouting us out." But yeah, I guess we're in agreement with this one. I don't have anything else.
Yeah, I mean, you all made good points. It depends upon the age of the child. I mean, is there a child around? Anybody has one want to tap in this conversation and give their take on dating? And
Well, until if we get somebody, I don't know if we will, but I will say, I just said all that, but I did date when I was 16 or 17. I think we did go out. We did go to club. I think we even went to a club or two.
Your mom knew about this person?
Yeah. I think I even brought Moya on a date with me somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now that I'm older, I can tell all my secrets. And I'm not at my mom's house right now, but I even went over a guy's house.
At
I
what
remember
age?
that. I remember that.
And he kissed my neck.
I remember that.
No, but yeah, he kissed my neck.
What age was this?
I was under 18 because I graduated high school at 17. So it's probably like 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Whoa,
Moya
what
was
did your
there with me. So, it wasn't too much. I mean, nothing was going to happen.
Right.
Nothing
Where
did.
did your parents at?
My parents worked. So yeah, parents who work and who don't work, you gotta watch your kids. You gotta watch
your kids. My
Yeah,
eyes
'cause
are
they
like
do.
this. on
I
mine.
know.
You gotta watch
They
your
can
kids,
go out.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, but when I went on actual dates, not over guy's house, my older brother, he's a year older than me, he would take us, he would drive, and we would do like
So
double
cool.
dates.
Yeah.
Moya would come too. She didn't have a date.
I didn't have a
of course.
date, but I was
She
just
was
hanging out
younger.
with my older brother
Yeah.
and my older sister, but I didn't have a date.
Yeah, but we did double dates, and it's good to do double dates, triple dates, for quadruple
I
dates.
agree.
So you can, if your children are gonna date, so it can be open and fun, not
Yeah.
like
Right.
too
Serious
closed.
and yeah.
Exactly. Too closed off gives you all of that privacy that you don't need.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's
I mean,
just
I agree
friends.
with you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Just
agree
friends.
with you all.
hmm
Dating, if you're gonna date or allow your kids to date, I think, it's just our opinion, my opinion, that you should be around as the parent. Don't leave those kids. You go ahead and go to the mall. If you take them to the mall and stuff like that. Now, some parents will say you do have to trust your kids. You do.
I do.
But
But I know things happen. So I trust my
things
kids.
happen.
I trust
So if
my
your
kids.
child is gonna go to the mall, to me, stay in the mall with them. Every now and then, where you going, where you going. Some parents would be like, no, you shouldn't do stuff like that. But you know,
Well, I guess
sometimes,
that's how they parent. And then that's
yeah,
how, everybody parents differently.
that's
But as
true.
for me and my child, I'm gonna go where they go.
That's true.
Mhm.
And you know what? To me, this is just my opinion. If I had a child that was a young age or something, and he say, "Hey, mom, me and such want to watch a movie at her house." Well, hey, why don't you all come here and watch it? We'll pop
Or
popcorn
right.
and you like that.
Yeah,
Sit
that
on the
or
couch.
I can go over their house, talk to the parents. We all watching the movie together. It's gonna be a family
Yeah,
movie, and we gonna all watch it together. It's one big happy family. That's all I think of it as. I don't think of it as anything serious. Because at
right.
the end of the day, they go to the same school. You don't want no stupid, silly rumors floating around. You don't want all that crap. Just focus on school, have friends. Be friends, have friends. That's all it is.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I agree with that.
Nothing serious. Not at that
And
age.
watch out for hickeys too.
Definitely, because those things can come up. But I don't have anything else. Do you ladies have anything else?
No, thank you.
No, that was a good topic. I mean, the moral of the story is if you're gonna let your kids date, be there. Be
Yeah.
there. Pay attention to them, pay attention to them. I do, like you all were saying, I want everybody to hold yourself. Don't give yourself away until you get married.
Yeah,
Yes.
I agree with that.
You
Definitely.
know, that's one thing because if you do that, then you don't have anybody to compare with. I mean, it's the truth. Am I telling you the truth?
You said the truth.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have nobody to compare with. You don't have to go through it. My pastor said that too. I believe that. And just think about it. You don't have nobody to compare. Oh, he was better. He was this. You don't have that. Or she was better, whatever. You don't have that to compare to.
Ivan said times are definitely different. I had girlfriends. I was an athlete, so they parents loved me, not knowing I had more than one.
Oh, see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing too. If you watch your kids a lot, I'm not saying they won't get their heart broken, but you could kind of like, Susan, don't let him put your arm around you like that. I mean, I was actually dating a guy at a young age, and let me tell you all this story. He broke up with me because I wouldn't be sexually active with him. I
Good.
was in the 7th grade.
That's good.
That's wow.
He
7th
broke up
grade.
with me because of that. And I was mad. I was hurt for like 2 weeks, less than that probably. But later, probably 9th grade or something like that, he actually had a child.
He got what he wanted.
He did. He had a child with somebody. Shoot, that's what I'm saying. I was cool on that. He broke up with me because I didn't want to do it. So don't let nobody pressure you into stuff you don't want to do, and don't even do it. It's not even worth it. Just because everybody else is doing it. You know what I'm saying? And you get that in school.
And you get that in your relationships too, especially your girlfriend or your boyfriend. They might want to do things that you don't want to do.
Right.
So parents, I guess we have to be vigilant. You have to tell them the risk of certain things. You have to tell them about peer pressure. You have
Right.
to tell them about things that might hurt their feelings. You have to prepare them for heartbreak. You have to prepare them to set their boundaries. They have to know that they matter and their boundaries matter. And
Yeah.
they don't like something, just go ahead and pull out of that situation, get away safely. So yeah.
And the girls too, I remember I went into the bathroom in 7th grade because I moved up here from Cleveland in 7th grade. And the girls were talking about something. I'd rather not say it, but something that they were saying women were doing to boys or something like that. And I was like, ew, they're doing that? That's nasty. They're gross. And they looked at me like, what are you talking about? Everybody's doing it. I'm like, okay. So you're going to get that. You're going to hear stuff from other kids in the bathrooms, in the hallways that people are doing. Just because you hear that does not mean you gotta fall in that trap, because that's exactly what it is, a trap to fall into. You don't have to do that. It's not this
Mm.
serious. Don't fall nowhere, just keep riding along. Ride high, ride.
Yeah, this coincides with our conversation we had a week or two ago about drugs, fentanyl and all that.
Yes,
Oh,
we love to
yeah.
talk about our teens.
Yeah,
Our youth.
teen topic.
Teen
topic.
topic. Teen talk Tuesday and Thursday.
You have to, because if you think about it, if you don't talk to them about stuff, they're gonna talk to somebody else. Cause we as people, we need people. Some people might say, I don't need nobody, but you're gonna talk to somebody,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, all right. This one was a fun topic. I love talking about youth. I mean, youth is just piercing to my heart. And let us know what age you think that you would allow your kid or your teen to date. What's the appropriate age that you would allow them to date? But as always, we appreciate everyone who's tuned in and who's watching, who's commented. We always appreciate you all for showing us love. And remember just to build bold, build better, build brilliant, build a brother up, build a sister up.
Bye.